here are some things coming up. So the reason why I've been quiet on these weeks is because there's a really big thing coming up, and I'm going to tell you what it is at the end of this video. I am really happy it's October because while I'm doing the moth trap, there are moths that are usually out and about here in the UK that I really want to catch, and there's two species I really want to catch. One is the Meville d'Anjou moth, which has a beautiful green wings, and these black and white spots. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really want one, and they're usually from the presence of oak trees. Now, I do have a small oak in my garden, but it's a juvenile and not an adult, but hopefully we can get in garden. And the second one is the December moth, and it is similar to, it's in the same family as oak eggers and pale eggers, and I love eggers, and it's a beautiful moth, and it's much bigger than you think. And with this one is much more likely to get in our garden is because it eats hawthorn and birch, which are the exact two trees that we have in our area. And I have a massive hawthorn bush at the back of my garden, and wow, I'd love to have this moth, and the fact that there's a very high chance that I could get it is beautiful. Also, the fact that we have silver birches growing outside our garden is amazing, because silver birches have 500 species of moths eating from it. That is amazing, and I've heard that there are lime hawk moths, eyed hawk moths that eat it, and even poplar hawk moths, which is beautiful. I'd love to get that in May. And for the October holidays, we're not going to a place in England, we're not going to a place in Wales, we're not going anywhere in the British Isles. In fact, we're going to go to a completely different country. I know, amazing, boom, wow. But we're going to go to the Czech Republic, and we're going to be staying at a sport hotel in Valskem, which is, for a long way of saying it, Valskem Jezichi. And basically, it's just a small hotel. No, it's not like sports and stuff. It's literally just a hotel in a small town. But I'm going to do wildlife videos about me going to the Czech Republic and looking out for wildlife. And you may be wondering, what wildlife are you going to find in October in the Czech Republic? Because I remember last time I went to the Czech Republic, it was just not that good. There wasn't any wildlife around. But that was when I didn't know what flipping logs were. Flipping logs! So yeah, I'm going to basically flip over logs and look for what's underneath. Now, realistically, the only animal that I think, the only amphibian we're going to find under those logs that I know of is the fire salamander, and maybe some hibernating animals if we're lucky. But what we're going to mostly find is fire salamanders. If we can, that would be amazing if we could find a fire salamander underneath. They're beautiful. I'd love to see one. And they're big. They're 28 centimeters long. And if we're lucky, we might find underneath a hibernating green toad or tree frog, but that is quite unlikely. Now, mainly we're just going to find the fire salamander, but if we can find hibernating animals, that would be awesome. I'd love that. That's the end of this video, and bye.